Good morning, everyone. Welcome into the channel. So today we're going to be pulling shipping in the basement. I have been running a 60% off sale in my eBay store, and I will continue to do that because it is very popular with you guys. Thank you so much for all your purchases. Up to date, I think I have over 50 items to ship within the less than 48 hours. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to take you down into my basement warehouse. We're going to be pulling shipping. I don't know what else is going to go on in the video. I imagine pulling 50 items is going to take a while. All right, I'm going to continue to run that sale for those of you who missed out and might have seen something that you wanted to purchase, and now is a great opportunity. Thank you so much to everybody buying and supporting my channel and helping me lighten the load a little before we make the move to Florida. Roger and I are bringing quite a bit of inventory with us. We have rented the big truck and Roger has his license. He will be driving all of our stuff down to Florida. We didn't want to sell off everything up here and then make the move and have to start from scratch. That would take even a greater effort than packing some of it up. I imagine I'm still going to be bringing, I don't know, a couple thousand pieces with me. And that sounds crazy, but I've already started the process. I will show you that down in the basement. The basement's going to look a little less organized because racks are being pulled apart and we are on it. My only fear is that I might have started making this move too early. You know how a lot of people wait to the last minute to pack? The minute I know I'm moving, I start packing. So we are living with a blow-up mattress as a couch. So the whole house is a little topsy-turvy. I'm sure you won't mind. Grab yourself something to drink. We're pulling shipping together. All right, we are down in the basement. I promise I'm not going to be chatty today because we have a lot going on. These are the empty bins I've been consolidating. And as you can see, it's really opening up. Hopefully, I will get this down to probably about 80 to 100 bins, something like that, to bring with us. Roger is taking the shelving apart. We are bringing all of this silver shelving with us. This is the shelving that I've always talked about, has been wonderful. Definitely worth the added expense. I bought this from Seville Classics in California. Tractor trailer came from California carrying all of this shelving. Just amazing. I love this shelving because it is very wide and fits 12 bins rather than 9. So that extra storage capacity has been a lifesaver. So we are going to bring all of these shelves with us. I think I paid about $280, $300 per shelf. Could that be? You can go on Seville Classics and look at the biggest size of this shelving and find the pricing. All right, how's it going over here?
Going.
You are whipping through this. Amazing. All right, Roger is using the mallet, so we're going to stand over here. Hopefully it's not too loud. This type of shelving we're just putting out by the road. I paid for this on Facebook Marketplace. It has the plywood sections, and we just don't need it. So we're going to put it out to the road. I'm sure this is going to get picked up so quick. We have 2 gray ones over there. All right, so that's what it's looking like around here. We are stacking all of the shelving here. We are banding it together with zip ties. And this is how we'll move it, all in the truck like this. And we're going to pull shipping together. And I think I mentioned that there are about 35 to 40 orders and over 50 items. We're not going to pull it all. That would take forever. I'm going to do as much as I can. We're going to do the hard goods first, as usual, just to stay organized. I do have a few things on the table that sold. When I get to these, I'll talk about what price they brought. The Dooney and Burke bag, the Linus canvas, it's kind of like a knapsack, a glass candle holder, and a wall sconce made out of metal. This is vintage. The first item happens to be the Linus canvas bag. I did not know the Linus name until I realized the quality of it, and I looked it up in the store. This sold for $47.60. Here is the branding, Linus. Next up is a vintage carved wood trinket box with a blue velvet lining. And I see that here. I love these boxes. I do very well. Some people say like, oh, they're made in India or, you know, whatever. I can't sell them. I have sold hundreds of these. I especially like the ones that have the little felt or velvet lining. Look how sweet that is. and this sold for $18. Next up is the Dooney and Burke bag. Look at the inside of this bag. Let me bring this in the light. Isn't that beautiful? Dooney and Burke, look at the amount of detail. I always talk about that. The rows, multiple rows of stitching is always a telltale sign that the item is quality, because that takes time. You know, when you have to pass cloth or leather through a machine multiple times, that shows that quality was put into the item. Dooney and Burke bag sold for $63.60. Thank you so much to the buyers who bought these. Next up is the wooden sleeping cat. Not sure if that was a cat or a fox. I think he's on this shelf here. Here he is. Let's see if you are a cat or a fox. You know what's funny? I believe I've sold this same, well, not the same exact one, but the same cat fox before. I think it's a... And when I saw it, I remembered that I sold it, and it sold pretty quickly. Again, he sold quickly, $14. Let's go up. Next up is the sconce. Here it is here. It has like the pie crust edge on the little cup there. This is what the back looks like. This is genuinely old, and this sold for $24. Here is a glass votive candle holder. Some of these are Costa Boda. Some of them have no marking on them. And I put inventory B because I pick up multiples of these, and I always want to make sure that the buyer is getting the same exact one that I have photographed. So I'll just put a little sticker and number on them. I don't get fancy. Just do it as quick as possible to get her done. The next order, the buyer bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. We're just going to pull the one hard good. It is a vintage brass fleur-de-lis votive candle holder. So that will be on the metal shelving. Here it is here. I think I really wanted a second one of these. Whenever you guys see me in the thrift store and I find a single, I'm like, please give me another one. Or with mugs, I do the same thing. Like, I just need 3 more. But when it's a nice item, I go ahead and pick up the single. So this is part of an order. Just going to put that to the side because the rest is clothing and hats and shoes, I think. And that sold for $10. The next order, again, is a multiple order. Thank you, everybody, for buying from the store. It not only lessens what we have to carry to Florida, but it is such an outpouring of love and support for us. So thank you once again. First item, oh, the Mackenzie Child candlesticks. Those sold. Perfect timing for Valentine's Day. So that is the first item in that order. And I will tell you what everything sold when we pull all 3. The next item is a pair of sterling silver candlesticks, again on the metal shelf. And I believe, let me just look and make sure I'm getting the right ones. I believe it might be not these. Those are Baldwin. Okay, it might be these. Yeah, I think so. Oh, no, those say pewter light, so that's not them. These are them. You got to be careful when you have, oh, and there's another set back there. You got to be careful when you have multiples that look very similar. Whenever I have doubt, I go into the pictures and really take a look at what the marking is. I do the same thing with clothing, with the labels. It helps me tell that I'm grabbing the right item. And let's get the third item. And here is the third item. So beautiful. I love when I see like vintage Madonna and Child, and they're just gorgeous. This is a paperback. Pietro Mignard. Virgin with grape. Oh, she does. She's feeding baby Jesus grapes. So sweet. All right, so one buyer bought these 3 items, and they came to $110.40. Thank you so much. Here are 2 items that, again, multiple order. The first one is Navajo pottery. Use my little step stool. What would I do without step stools? And I see the piece of pottery here, so I'm going to be very gentle, moving things around. Let's put this down here. I love the colors on this. That is gorgeous. That must have taken so much work. And there is the signature Silas, I think it says on the bottom. Not sure about that, but it is artist signed. So this and the pig shaker. I wasn't sure if he was a cheese shaker or if he was, some of you suggested that he was a bank, but a coin doesn't fit in his mouth. I tried. When you suggested that, I really tried. See that stopper on the bottom? To me, that means he's either like some kind of herb or spice or salt, but I think his mouth is too open to be a salt shaker. That would be a lot of salt. So I kind of guessed a cheese shaker. All right, these two items went for $54.40. Just realize I am giving you the price. This is the price without shipping, I believe. Yeah, it's the subtotal. So these two items brought $54.40. Next up is this beautiful leather woven Italian handbag. This is the one that I had no idea how to say the name, and I believe it's Lengelati. Genuine leather, made in Italy. I just picked this up. You guys watched me pick this up 2 videos ago, I'm gonna say, and this one sold for $58. The next multiple order are 4 ornaments. I think it was 4 of them, 3 of them, including a Santa sleigh. I don't think that one's an ornament, I'm guessing. I can't get to them because somebody's in my way. Christmas is back there in that corner, and we have decided to take all of the shelving apart, so we're going to be lifting piles of things, but I don't want to get in his way right now. So we're going to go on to the next item. I'll go back to those. I'll circle back around. All right, we have a 1960s Finland brown pitcher, and you know me, I don't pick up a lot of pictures. $52. This one is especially beautiful. Here it is up here. I love the rib design like this. Look how pretty that is. Number 47. It's inventoried. And this one brought $52. Boy, that's pretty. Here at Department 56, Dickens Village sold. I picked up a huge lot of these at the barn sale. I don't know if you guys saw that video. Roger and I have been to that barn sale several times. It's always a good time. This is part of the lot, $18, but I have to go into it to see if there's an inventory number, number 2. So let's go see if we can find that. Hey, you're wrecking the place. You're doing an amazing job.
Not sure where these came off of.
What came off of, honey? What are those?
I don't know.
Did I make little cushions of some sort? Oh, that's so funny. That might have been off of, believe it or not,
doll?
a doll's arms. Yeah. She lost her mitts. All right, we are looking for number 2. This is all I have left of these Dickens Village. Okay, that's Glen Church. Where are the numbers? There they are, number 18. Let's see if I can see this one. Number 11. All right, I'm gonna, thanks, honey. I'm looking for number 2. What number is that? Number 6. Let's put this one up here. Number 1, we're getting there. Can it be? Number 2. Thanks, sweetie. All right, let's bring this over into the light. It is the Smitty Bean & Son. I think that's what it says. All right, and did I say what it sold for? I think I did. $18. Next up, I think is part of a multiple order again, but the hard good is 3 Staffordshire England Tedman plates, $15.80. I think these are small plates. And you guys know me, I don't pick up a lot of decorative wall hanging plates. Here they are here. But these were beautiful. I wouldn't consider these wall hanging, but these would be fantastic on a shelf. Like if you're setting up a little vignette with pottery or whatever, and you stand them up on the shelf. Look how sweet these are. Tedman, Staffordshire, genuine, made in England. I love stuff like that. All right, and these brought $15.80. Next up, the 2 ceramic Schnauzer dogs, hopefully they're Schnauzers, sold $56 for the 2. They are just up here patiently waiting their turn. It's your turn. Beautiful. So nice. Now, am I crazy about shipping stuff like this? No, I'm not. I'm really not. But we know the story. When something is that sweet, you have to buy it. You just have to. I don't even remember where I bought these. These are beautifully painted too. There's the mark on the bottom. We're going to put them side by side. They will go out together. $56 plus shipping. Next order is another multiple. It's a piece of pottery, number 42. It's a hand-thrown piece of pottery, glazed blue, and the Georgian solid hammered copper bowl. So the copper bowl is going to be here. Copper is so easy to spot amongst other metals. And this goes along with, like I said, pottery piece number 42. So generally, I think the blues are up here. I see one out of place. I'm going to hop up on the stool and see if I can find that piece of pottery. I don't think this is it. Let's just grab this one. No, this one has no, oh, it does have a number 42. I got lucky. So these two pieces are going out together. Let's move this guy over. All right, we're in good shape. We are blowing through this. I'm not being overly chatty like I normally am. I just know sometimes I've got to get the work done. All right, another multiple order. Guys, thank you very much. Thank you for everybody purchasing and just blessing us with your support. We very, very much appreciate it. All right, next up, the Hearth and Hand Magnolia Joanna Gaines Salt Cellar. It's not really a cellar. It's like a crock. I see it here. Let's grab this. Okay, when I went to pull the second item in this multiple order, the person who ordered this salt container, I looked at the next item and it is a butterfly shelf and my heart sunk. Once in a while this does happen. This got cross-listed or got sold into places. So this is an item that I mistakenly took to the booth and it sold. And this sold months ago. And I remember looking at the invoice saying, what is a butterfly shelf? I didn't bring a butterfly shelf to the booth. It must have wound up in the wrong pile. So I apologize greatly to the buyer. I do have the rest of your items. Once in a great while it happens. For as much as I sell, it doesn't happen often, but once in a while it does happen where you don't have an item to ship out. And I just feel so bad about it. But we're going to pull the rest of this buyer's items. Of course, I will write to her and let her know what happened and fully refund her and ship out the rest of her items. But my heart is so sad. I hate disappointing anybody. Let's go ahead and pull the rest of her order. I see the other shelf that she purchased. Let's pull this out. Look how beautiful this is. I'm so glad this one didn't have the error. I love this. All right, so we're going to put it together with her salt container. And the third item is a wood toilet paper holder. That is also down here. I'm going to pull this basket out. And here it is here. Let's see if I can move these things over. Let's bring that up. Boy, is this country or what? The bird shelf brought $28. The salt covered dish brought $19.20. The toilet tissue holder brought $24.80. And I have to refund Diana $32 for the butterfly shelf. I will put a picture of it on the screen. And she has also ordered a man's shirt, which I will pull during clothing. The next order is for 7 Elite trays, gold bird and flower, $19.99. I see them down here. I don't know how many trays there are. I think it's 7. Let's bring those in the light. Now these are vintage. They have a little bit of distressing, but beautiful. I imagine these are decals. I don't think these are hand painted. Oh, made in England. Beautiful. These would be very fun at a party with little hors d'oeuvres on them. They don't say they're not food safe, so I'm guessing that they are. And like I said, $19.99. Those are going out. It's my little dust rag. And the last item or group of items that we have to pull are the Christmas ornaments. This is everything else as far as hard goods and bags. We also have to do shoes and clothing, accessories, jewelry. But let's pull the 3 Christmas items that one buyer bought. Now this is what it's looking like without the shelves. So there will be a little bit of moving bins around. This is how I started before I had purchased all of the shelving. And every time you needed something, it was in the bottom bin. Never found you had to move all of the bins. So this is all of the shelving. And like I said, we will zip tie this together. Very heavy. All right, let's go over and find where Christmas is and see which bin we think the ornaments are in. So we are coming around this side. Christmas, odd items. Yep, ornaments, almost at the bottom. It's going to be in that bin there. Okay, so here is the remainder of this lot. This lot probably had, I'm going to say 130 or 150 ornaments, and this is what's left. It did take me over 2 years to sell that amount one by one. We are looking for number 9. This is the one where he's in the sleigh plotting the course. I thought this might have been bigger, that it wasn't an ornament, but it is. It's a club exclusive, so we're going to pull that one. We also need number 23. I see it here. Santa's Magic Sack. And, oh, this clips to a light. So I guess the light lights up his sack. And we also need number 2. Look over here, it is here. Something like this, in my opinion, you have to have inventory numbers on. These, so many of them look similar. Oh, and this is Santa Takes a Spin. So cute. So that ends pulling shipping of the hard goods and the handbags. I'm going to bring all of this upstairs. Hopefully I have plenty of boxes in the house, and we're going to pull clothing together. Go get yourself something to drink and hang out with me. Let's pull clothing together. All right, the first clothing item that we're going to pull is a Spanner woman's small sweater. It is gray. Let's see if we can go this way. This is going to be a challenge. Every day. Every day is a new challenge. All right, sweaters. Oh, good. Sweater shelf is not broken down yet. Let's sneak in around this man working. Now, a few of the bins have been combined. The ones combined will have 2 labels or extra information. None of this has been combined. Sweaters, smalls, blacks, and darks. I think gray is going to be in here. Let's pull this bin down. That's not it. Margaret Winters. Oh, here it is here. Looks like it's new without tags. Yep, women's sweater, size small. That's it. All right, I'm sure I said it, and I'm sure you're seeing it on the screen. $18.40 for the Spanner sweater. Next up, the normal brand men's hoodie, size small, also in a gray it looks. That is going to be over here. Sweatshirts, grays and blacks. Yep, it's going to be in that bin. So the hoodie, which is called the normal brand, was not in the bin, which meant it was on the last rack. Most of those are coats and stuff, bulky items, but I did put a few of the hoodies that I haven't folded yet. All right, let's go on to the next item. See what next piece of clothing we're going to pull. Spider men's pants, XXL large. I have multiples of these in different colors. This is black. So we're looking for black 2X men's spider pants. And they are going to be spider, blue, gray, and black track pants. We're going to open this bin. The bin of men's spider pants. These are in gray. This was a bulk buy. I think I bought 100 of these. XXL large is the orange tag. We're going to pull a pair of those. I love bulk buys. You go in, you buy them all. They're new. This is really only 3 listings. Gray, black, and blue. So the listing goes very quick, and then they just eventually sell through. You got to love that. All right, let's grab the ones we're talking about. XXL large in black. I don't remember what I wound up paying for these. Not much. Always pennies on the dollar, always. And these went for $15 plus shipping. Okay, we are back to the combined order where the woman bought the brass fleur-de-lis votive candle holder. She has also included in her order a brooch pin and 2 pairs of shoes. The Italian shoemaker's shoes. I think these are them down here. Yep, that's them there. I think they are a wedge shoe. They are beautiful white sandal. Ooh, are these my size? Those are so pretty. All right, so those are hers. And she also ordered Selby, which is a vintage pair of shoes in a gold box. I'm going to grab those, bring them to the table, and get her a piece of jewelry. Jewelry. I will never learn to say that. Jewelry. Okay, it's 2 syllables, not 3. Not jewelry, jewelry. And there are the Selby shoes. All right, we're going to pull the jewelry bin. Jewelry bin. Don't make fun of me. And pull the vintage brooch pin. It's a red enamel on gold tone. Let's find that. Here is the red enamel on gold brooch pin. And that buyer also bought a beautiful mink hat, vintage, gorgeous condition, very clean. I don't even know if this has been worn. So beautiful. It's got a beautiful sheen to the fur. All right, so all together, that order came to, where is eBay showing this to me? They're not showing it to me. Come on, eBay, make this a little bit easier. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can find this. They give us the separate prices. The Selby shoes, $15. The mink hat, $39.60. The brooch pin, $19.99. The Italian shoemaker shoes, $18.40. The candle holder, the fleur-de-lis that we pulled earlier, $10. So $102.99 is the total for that order. This dress I had to pull because the bins were behind some things. I couldn't show you me pulling the bin. I know, all this riveting footage. $19.99. Diane von Furstenberg silk knit faux wrap dress. The real wrap, the genuine wrap dresses still do well. I still do well with them. A lot of women love a wrap dress, and I could see why. It usually fits the body really nice, especially the Diane von Furstenberg. Beautiful dresses. All right, $19.99 I did say, right? Moving on to the next piece is an Ann Taylor size 2, which is an extra small black and white cotton sexy baby doll dress. All the words. And that's going to be in this bin here. I'm going to pull this bin. I tell you what, it is getting real now. How do you feel about moving now?
Yeah, it's a lot of work. But always is.
Oh, my word. All I have to say is thank God we're both organized. You know, it's like, how do people do it that aren't organized? It's a lot of work. It is. Won't lie, but I can't picture if this wasn't already, like, put in bins. Like some people store their clothing on racks. Then you have to fold all of that down to move it. At least with us, you just, okay, you do have to break down the shelving, which is not my job, but at least everything is already labeled, so we know what it is when we get to the new house. I know these are men's sweaters in colors. It's a good system to use if you're ever going to move. That's what I'm trying to say. No comment, huh?
No, it's good that it's all like this. That makes it a lot easier.
You're just being delightful.
Just the shadow.
It is. It's a lot of work. All right. We are looking for, what are we looking for? Eileen Fisher, women's medium knit sweater pants. Oh, okay. So it's like a sweater knit, size medium, and they are black. So medium is going to be in this bin right in front. Thank goodness. Thank goodness it's not one of those down there. Let's open this bin. Oh, now all of this has to go on the truck. Imagine that. I hope it's a very big truck. Let's see. Figs. Figs are good sweatpants. Do you guys buy Figs? I like that brand, but this is a slower seller than I expected it to be. I'm going to have to check the listing. I can't imagine that I spelled figs wrong, but you never know. All right, stay focused. What are we looking for? Eileen Fisher. Nope. Nope. That's Beta brand. J. Jill. I know they're in here. These are the mediums. Oh, Eileen Fisher. Here they are. Here they are. Crisis averted. Yes, that's them. Let's put the purple snow pants back in. Eileen Fisher is always a lovely seller. The basics do the best for me. So a pair of black knit pants will sell for me better than something that's highly embellished. All right, let's bring these to the table and see what they sold for. They sold for $64. You gotta love that. Here is an item that I often talk about. These are bathrobes, vintage bathrobes. Women back in the day loved their bathrobes. So if they can no longer buy the same bathrobe Guess where they're coming? To eBay. Yep, to buy pre-owned pajamas, or pre-owned bathrobes. Vintage Vandermeer women's robe. This is a velour. It even has a flaw. Still sold for $24. Okay, robes are going to be in here. We should have made our aisles a little wider. Women's robes. This is the bin right here. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see this from this angle. Who else films in the middle of a move? I don't know. But here we go. All right, that's Vanity Fair. Do sell a lot of Vanity Fair. We're looking for, oh, I see it already. Look at the color on this. Vandermeer. Ooh, beautiful. Love colors like this. Now, I'm not saying I wear a color robe like this, but that is pretty. Vandermeer large. And let's see what it looks like in the light. Look at the buttons. Even the buttons are cloth covered. And all that satin trim. All right, I'll stop, but I love a well-made product. So pretty. $24 going out the door. And scrolling through the orders, I noticed that there are 3 skirts, all size medium. So we have a vintage Laura Ashley US 10. That's going to be a UK 14. And that is $22.40. It's sold for $22.40. Odile Anthropology size 8 in a print, $19.99. And the third one is, drum roll, oh, do we have another one? Nope, that's a size 16. The last one is, wow, we got a lot of orders. Hoping I can accomplish all of this today. Ann Taylor 8. It's a pink polka dot. That bin is skirts, medium prints. That's the one I'm pulling. All right, so here is the bin here. I'm going to pop this off. Here's the Odile skirt, size 8. We're going to pop that one up there. Looking for 2 more. We're looking for the pink polka dot. I believe this is it. Yep, Loft 8, new with tags, skirt. Okay, and here's the third skirt, Laura Ashley, US size 10. Let's grab all 3 orders and go back to the table. I have to admit, I was getting very excited. We were getting to the end of the clothing and a few more items sold. So I'm just going to do a few more and we're going to end the video. I won't get to it all on video because I have to ship all this stuff. So if I just keep filming and people keep buying, I will never get to shipping out and you guys will never get your stuff. Easter, we have a bunny that's sold. Yep, we got a whole bin for Easter. She's a dangly leg. Let's get her out. She is new. I lost her bin top. Oh, how cute is she? Oh, my word. Stuff like this just always makes me laugh. She's so sweet. All right, let's grab her. She's sold for, I believe, $15.98. I'm going to check on that for you. If you're wondering what the pot is a pot that I picked up in Goodwill, and this is for my own personal collection. I'm going to use this at the new house. Like I'm going to have time to plant plants. I crack myself up. Anyway, the rabbit, the little bunny doll, yep, $15.95. All right, guys, I think I'm going to stop here. I have a bunch more to pull. I got to get all of this upstairs. And remember all the hard goods we pulled? Yeah, I have to ship all of that too. And I'm hoping to get it all done today so I can relax tonight. All right, guys, hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, go out and get what's yours.